Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Conscious Spirit Podcast. I'm Trevor, and welcome to another Trevor's Tarot Table. I cannot wait to see what messages Spirit brings today, and just allow the messages to resonate. If they don't, that's okay. Don't force it to fit. And keep in mind, these are general readings, so it may not resonate for everybody. And thank you so much for joining me at the table today. All right, let's get started with group one. We have a burst of magic. Group two, we have beautiful uncaging. In group three, we have spirit of gratitude. All right, I will give you guys a few seconds to look at these and pick your group, and I'll be right back. Hello, group one. Here are your cards. We have the Seven of Wands, the Inspiration of Pentacles or Page of Pentacles in this deck, and the Fool. Okay, for group one, I am feeling that there's a bit of fear here, especially with that Seven of Wands. It is feeling like it's an all eyes on you sort of thing. There's a target on your back, so to speak. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's more of like the spotlight is on you, the pressure is on. And there's an expectation here of you to do a certain thing or fall into a certain category or path that people expect of you. But with this Page of Pentacles, you get to create your own path. You get to sow your own seed, and that can look or be whatever you want it to be. Do not allow others to tell you what you should be or who you should be or what you should be doing. If it doesn't resonate with you, then don't do it. And you get to take this time too to explore that. Explore who you are and who you want to be. Try different things. It's okay if they fail. And they probably will. And it's fine. That's part of life. Just allow it to be whatever it is. Really embody this energy of the Fool. And just kind of take that leap of faith with whatever it is that you're doing. It will be okay. You are supported by spirit. You always are. The only thing that stands in your way is you and your own fear. And some advice that I'm getting too with group one, really anybody that's struggling with fear, get yourself grounded. Imagine that there are roots coming from your feet and you are firmly planted in the earth, and just allow yourself to be grounded and then make a decision on whatever you've got going on and really go with the flow with whatever inspiration or whatever ideas that you get. If you are one day out of the blue doing the dishes or doing whatever, and you get an inspiration to go and do something or a random idea that comes out, follow that. See where it takes you. See what kind of road that takes you down. Because you never know. It might surprise you. Also, my cat has joined group one today, if you couldn't already tell. All right, group one, those were your cards. On to group two. Hello, group two. Here are your cards. We have the Hierophant, the Hermit, and the Nine of Wands. So, Really what I get here is there's this beautiful awakening that's happening for group two. There's almost this call to action is what I'm kind of hearing. There's like an invitation for you to explore yourself, which is kind of similar to group one. Don't be afraid to take those keys and unlock different parts of yourself that maybe you didn't know existed, or maybe that you pushed away or pushed down because people made you feel like you couldn't express those parts of yourself. It is okay and you can. You are safe, you are loved, you are appreciated, and you can. Period. You can. Give yourself the permission to allow this beautiful growth and expansion to happen. Allow yourself to be led by spirit, especially with this Nine of Wands. You see those turtles are kind of being called to the ocean. You are being called to that same ocean, but that ocean is yourself, your calling, your higher self, whatever that may be for you. And even though the path may seem a little dark, bleak, tumultuous, that light at the end of the tunnel will be so worth it. And when you look back, you won't even realize how much overthinking and how much fear and doubt you were creating in yourself, which made that tunnel feel so much longer and darker. And it's okay to have that fear. That's, again, part of life, part of the human experience. We love to talk ourselves out of doing things out of fear. But again, same thing with group one. When you feel that fear, try your best. Get yourself grounded. Do some breathing techniques if you have to. Boxed breathing, if you know what that is. And just get yourself grounded and go from there. And allow the messaging, the growth, whatever it is that means for you to come through. All right, group two, those were your cards. Hello, group three, here are your cards. We have the Five of Swords, Spirit of Wands or Queen of Wands, and the Action of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords. Alrighty, there is this need, group three, to kind of pick yourself up by the bootstraps, to find your inner strength, your inner power again. It feels like group three, you may have lost that spark. You know, sometimes that happens in life when, life happens and we just get burnt out. It's important to allow yourself that time of rest and recovery, but also to not sit in that for too long, in that stagnation, because that's what it can become, is stagnation, and you don't want that. So group three at this time, try to help yourself, get yourself back into your seat of power. And with this Five of Swords, it feels like all the effort wasn't exactly worth it, because that trophy that you got is kind of tarnished. It's not what you thought it would be. The feeling of victory doesn't quite feel how you thought it would or how you envisioned it would. And now you're kind of figuring out that it really didn't matter at all. The hows, the whys. And in doing that, you may have lost yourself a little bit along the way. And that is okay. Spirit is saying it's okay. Do not beat yourself up for it. However, there does need to be this accountability for the actions that we take in this life, for the choices we make, the decisions we make. And it's not always about what you did. I mean, it is because we want to try to change and for the better for our higher self. But it's more about how we handle the situation after. Did we apologize? Did we own up to it? That's the part that really matters. Recognizing our part that we play in things, in conflict. And there's a bit of a sense of clarity as well here with the action of swords. But it's a bit of a skewed clarity. It's a very one-sided clarity. And it kind of feels like group 3, you want to make the wrongs right or fix whatever it is that you did. But sometimes we need to just allow the dust to kind of settle before we do anything. And there's a little bit of clarity here that you've gotten, but you lack a broader scale of clarity. You lack the visibility, the perspective that you really need to really make amends with whatever that is. Could be someone in your life that you treated poorly and you feel bad about. Could be someone in your workplace, whoever that is, whatever situation this is for you. But group 3, take some time to really go inward and look at your actions and figure out where those comes from, what that wounding is, and try and fix that first. And then that perspective, that visibility will come, and the clarity will come for what you need to do next in order to move forward. And move forward from a place of kindness and humility and grace for your, not just yourself, but for whoever or whatever is involved in this situation. All right, group 3, those were your cards. All right, thank you, everybody. Those were the messages for today. Thank you for joining me at Trevor's Tarot Table. I hope that those messages resonated, and they're very short and quick this week, which is how I like my messages, but yeah, Spirit said short and sweet. Move on to the next one. So hopefully those resonated for everybody. And if not, we will see you in the next one. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye.